and welcome to Off Track Monday. How's everybody doing tonight? I went ahead a few minutes early. So if you not realize my good buddy Mike is not here tonight. Let's see who we have in the chat. Let me tune this camera a little better. Who have we got here? Now I know Hot Dog Pilot Andy got the cookie. Welcome, Andy. And we had earlier today, we had our good Todd Armstrong was in here this morning. Ronald Rondu was here this morning. Mr. Brian Ferguson was in here in the afternoon. So, see you at midnight, yes. Welcome, GRE 257. And Mike H.O. Trains, welcome. Now, our good buddy Moonsville down under won't be in tonight, but he did say pop in and say hi to everybody. So we're here. Let's see who pops in here. There's our good buddy Sparky 107. Yeah, Brian, we had a few shady characters. We had a really good time yesterday. Our morning started bright and early. And we hit the road. I hit the road at 3:15 a.m. Traveled to Sparky's place yesterday. And then we hit the highway from Sparky's place at 4 a.m. And we got into Smith Falls at 8 a.m. So we had good traveling there. Of course, on the way going there, I caught a train going over the bridge in Dundas. So I took a short little video and I posted that while we were traveling. So that was the first video of the day. And believe it or not, we were the last three to stay at Smith Falls, me, Sparky, and Sean McKee. And what did we get? Another via and another train, which Sparky just posted a video on that. Check it out. But the Gray Ghost was in the center. So that was cool. Hey, Mr. Lynn, welcome. And Mr. Around the Layout Podcast, Ray, welcome, sir. So we had a really good time yesterday. We had lots of train activity, lots of action, good food. Gotta give thanks to Mr. Chris from Go Via Go Home for providing the burgers and hot dogs. Bubs 031 provided the barbecue and the propane. That was fantastic. We did have rain during the middle of the shindigs, but we survived it. We didn't get too wet. Then the sun came out again. Hey, Anthony Dodge, welcome. Mr. Dwight, hello, sir. Yeah, happy Labor Day, happy. Now, Mr. Mike, he's not here. He might pop in. I'm not quite sure. He's starting night shift at Nanticoke tonight for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So he may not be here for a little while. But we'll see if we can handle without him. But we had a good turnout yesterday. We had a good drive home. I got home at 11 p.m. last night. Yes, it was Sparky. Please check out his video. It was I watched it tonight. It's very good. Of course, Sean and I are in the forefront there. Yes, we were, Ray. We had me and Mikey both had red shirts on in that. We sure did. Now today I'm wearing a Newfoundland shirt, so because that red shirt went in the laundry yesterday, so I'm not wearing it. And Ronald, I did get some stickers for you. I will try and give in the mail this week to you, and but I do have them. They're in my possession. Yeah, Dwight, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blind you. I like red. Red and white. They're cool colors. And there's Mr. John Benecki. Welcome. Our good buddy Floyd Robbins. Welcome, Floyd. It looks like if I lost the internet for a minute, the screen went blank. Who else we got in here? Hey, two real fans. Hey, John 2618, welcome. It is that Ray. It's laundry day. It went in the laundry. It's my favorite shirt. I like it. I like the red. I only have one red. No, Lynn, it's not a Star Trek show. It was the Dundas Junction Model Railroad show yesterday with my good help of Sparky 107 and Sean McGee. We had a lot of fun though. Definitely. Now my train timed out. So here we go. So see what else we got in here. Hey, Bob 031, welcome. Yeah, it's a very cool video. It's excellent. I didn't realize that was the actual ghost. As Sparky told me. It was dead center on that last train. Now, Bubs did tell us that a new train was coming through, so we had some inside information, but we did not know. I didn't know what the Gray Ghost was. It was pretty cool, and I'm running my Santa Fe block train. Okay, that's cool. So I see Bubs is here. And Bubs, if you want to join the chat, let me know and I will post the link. But we had a lot of fun. We had a good turnout. We met some other people. Should take about 2 hours. Yeah. We had a riot. Now, I have to tell you, poor Sean, Sparky needed a towel. He found one, and his hands got dried. But we had a good day. We stopped in Smith Falls for breakfast in the morning, and then we got gas at a place on the way going back, and it was pretty. It was a dive and a half, but we survived. Only cut a couple of via. I lost track of the vias. We had the Charger, that's for sure. That was pretty cool. I've never seen that before. I heard it was in our area a few times last week, but I've never seen it up close. That's a pretty cool locomotive. We had the F40 appeared at least once or twice. The P42 was there a few times. And I did test out my GoPro yesterday, getting a handle on that, and that was pretty cool. I did post a video of one of using the GoPro on a rack train, which is I thought when I first did it, when I got so close to the trains, that it wouldn't look good. When I start viewing the video on my tablet, it looked pretty impressive, so I did post it. So check it out. Perry was there on site. He posted a couple of videos today from Smith Falls. I know Chris is going to be posting videos, and so will Mike. But you probably won't see them until in the morning because of his scheduling. So now his daytime now is in the morning if he gets a rest. But yeah, we had fun, and it was a great day. Good people, good company. We met a few other people that weren't part of our group. I forget his name. The young fellow and his dad was there. He sort of hung around with us for most of the day. And his dad eventually came over and joined us for a burger. And that was pretty cool. But I guess everybody likes Smith Falls. A lot of activity for CP trains in Smith Falls. And of course, there is a VIA station in Smith Falls, so it's a stopping zone for the VIA. Hey, Mr. Roger Coleman, welcome. And yeah. So as far as my layout's concerned, I've been... Oh, that's okay, John. There's more YouTube. It doesn't go away. You know, you can watch it today and tomorrow. There's no problem. We can wait for you. But I've been working on my background on the layout. And now I'm in the process of building... I'm going to call a ledge, a valance. I'm going to use it for mounting lighting for the backdrop, and the top portion I'm going to use for a shelf for displaying some train stuff, mostly rolling stock. So I'm going to put all my THB stuff up there in my locomotive. I don't run my THB all the time, but I want to be able to have them a bit unpacked out of the box and hanging up here. So that's where they're going to go. It'll take half the wall to fill them. And I'm going to get another IKEA Alex cabinet for storing more rolling stock. And I'll keep it underneath where I am here so I can get access to them. Then I'll decide how to organize those so I can pick a train and run it. We can do it while we're live. But we did have some rain yesterday for a little while. Wasn't too bad. Got a little wet, but not too bad. The GoPro was waterproof. That didn't affect it. I did a video, and you can see the raindrops coming down in front of the camera. So it survived. Keep losing my video. Hope I don't crash tonight. But I can control the GoPro from my phone. Yeah, it went black here. I'm not sure what it is. It might be a short stream if it dies on us. It seems, Andy, is it frozen now? How's your back? My back is fine. Yeah, now I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It happened earlier too. It's all of a sudden my screen goes black. We may be losing. I plan to hardwire the internet into my docking station this year. I just got to get some Cat 5 cable. I think Sparky said he has some. So I need about, I don't know, 40 feet of Cat 5 cable. And I can run it from the modem right. There, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing the problem, but I'm here. But yeah, so yeah, you're only a half-hour drive, Sparky. No big deal. I'll measure. I think I need about 40 feet. I have all the ends. I have all the connectors for it. I just gotta remember the color code for the wires because I don't remember well as I've done Cat 5 cable. Yeah, I don't know why our signal's dropping. We've never had this problem before, but it seems to be acting one of those days now. Now we're trying a new thing on our TV too. We're using a Fire Stick, so that may be taking away some signal power. I'm not sure. Hey, Southdown Switching Late, welcome. And Mr. Wigwag Workshop, welcome, sir. Anthony Dodds and Model Train Outsider, welcome. Wiggy Waggy. Yeah, so other than that, I'm going to post a link. You can see anybody wants to come up. All right, flashed over again. There's the link. In any case, go from there. I know it's being a holiday. People could be away too. And yeah, so I'm running my block train. Can't see it from this angle yet, but it's coming around shortly. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. I know we had good burgers and hot dogs, a lot of chips and snacks that way. And Mark's wife Laura made cookies, and they were good as always. And Sadie was there, and so was I forget the dog, the other little dog that Mike's wife brought in. I think it was Kobe. I think her name was. Sadie was good spirits. Kept Mike calling out Kobe. That's what I thought. Yes. But lots of train activity, I tell you, in the afternoon. 3 or 4. We had an auto rack train, tricky auto rack coming through. A couple of freights. Excellent. There was no shortage of train in the afternoon. We had lots to watch. Wig-wag, the cookout was perfect. We had excellent food. Everybody had a good time. It was very, very good. Right? Next year, we'll do it again. There was no shortage of food. I think Chris took some back home with him. And Chris brought his wife with him too. She helped with the camera for Chris while he was cooking. We had chip. I wasn't sure of the dip, but we did have chips. Yes, Wigo was very good. Which guy is the best cooker? I don't know. Chris was the cooker, and I think, yeah, it's just a hardboard, Leo. I just painted it white. I'm gonna do some painting on it eventually, but not right away. I did buy some brushes to help do that, but I got a ledge. If I can turn this camera around, you won't see it from this here. Can't see it from this angle here, but I ripped up some pine I bought into, I think they're 2.25 inches wide, and that's where I'm going to mount the lighting to. Some I guess you call it strip lighting. That's right. So he's the only guy to cook. So he's the cook master. So I got more wood in the garage to cut up tomorrow for the background and the fascia. And this here, that's only the first layer too, Leo. I have another layer to go on top of that. Another layer to go on top of that. Because I want to put a clear plexiglass around the ends and the side of the staging of the yard just to protect trains from falling on the floor. Because it is, you couldn't hit it and they could fall. So I just want a shield. Mike is working. He's starting a 6-week downturn at the refinery in Nanticoke. So he's doing nights for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Well, that's good, John Train. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so Mikey is missing for the next 6 weeks. He's hoping less. He won't know until he gets into the system. But it is a big downturn for the refinery in Nanticoke for him. And they want him to run the job. So he will be MIA at least till the end of September. We hope that it doesn't go beyond that, but he won't know until he gets into the job. So he gets a full extent of what he needs to get done. Because he's the superintendent. So, and my train stopped. Get it going again. There we go. My throttle likes to time out on me. So yeah, that's where Mikey is. He is staying, I believe he is staying with Lauren from the Otter Valley Railroad for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So depending on his work schedule, yeah, Roger, that's why he makes the big bucks. So he might pop in depending on when he starts his shift in the chat. We don't know yet. He hasn't filled it out yet. So it's up in the air in that point of view. And yeah, so other than that, I'm just working on the layout, trying to unbox things, getting rid of stuff I don't use. Some I gave a bunch away. Some I traded. I did trade some passenger cars for more of the Otter Valley pipe load cars. So now I have 6 of these. And Chris from Go Via Go Home did some pipe loads for them for me. So I have 6 of those, which I wanted. So they're going to go on the layout eventually. I got 3 on the layout right now. And I'll put 6 more in. So how was the St. Thomas train show, Floyd? And Phil, the train layout is starting to get back to work on pieces for my bridge scene. So we're finalizing that, and I hope to get the bridge scene done over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So during that process, I'll have to remove the tracks. I won't be running trains for a while because I got to take the track out from the bridge to get it done. But that will be finished. And we're working on retaining wall, the elevated section of the layout. He is 3D printing that right now. Thomas Grassi sent me some files for background buildings. So between those buildings and what Phil can create, we're going to do a whole wall of background buildings for the layout. Oh, that's cool, Floyd. Yeah, Leo, when to get together. I'll call you and see if we set up a time. And Sparky's going to have a table at the October show in Kitchener. So you need to check him out. Help him. You found some stuff, Floyd? What you find? But check out Floyd Sparky's table in Kitchener. Is that Bingman Park, Sparky? And I think Sean McGee is going to help him out at the table too. I will be in Kingston area for our family get together and for Thanksgiving. We're in a town just 20 kilometers north of Kingston called Battersea. And we'll be staying at the Loughborough Inn, which is next to a lake up there. We'll be there for 10 days. Cool, Sparky. And yeah, so it's gonna be fun that way. But I haven't bought. I did get. What did I get? Well, I traded that. I got rid of a few extra because I don't use them more. I just don't need them. And now I know. Now I'm running trains. I can see now what I want to run on the layout. I want to be able to put. I did an 18-car challenge for the tanker challenge, but in reality, that train is a little bit long for this layout. I think about a 12-car train gives me a good train. I hope to run locomotive inconsist eventually once I figure how to do that, because I haven't done that before. And I'll run trains like that, and I can do yard switching and pick things up on the yard. But I want to have enough to maneuver that around. So that's the plan. And I'll sell off, give away things I don't need. So Sparky's going to have 2 tables. One we'll see. So that's October the 6th at Bingman Park. If you need directions, check the map. I believe it's off of Highway 7 in Kitchener. And yeah. So I guess no one wants to come into the chat. Everybody's busy. What else can we talk about? I don't normally have a sidekick here to bounce off my wall. But I'm going to be working on the panels for the in the alcove. And I can get that finished. And that will eventually become my town scene. Yeah, maybe, John, you can set up shop next to Sparky. Hey, Mr. Randall Allison. My favorite train yesterday was the auto rack train. That was pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna go to the Ancaster train show in November. I'm gonna go to that show. My wife's gonna come with me, so that should be a good show. Cause I'm gonna be there. And yeah, so you're gonna see lots of video coming up. Sparky took a lot. I didn't take as long as everybody else because I was trying to learn how to do the GoPro, but I did. I think I was pleased with what I did, and that's the important part. I heard a lot of squealing, and I don't know if it's wheel flat. Yeah, sure, Leo. I will give you a call. Yes, we can. We'll talk offline. Definitely. We'll talk later. Not a problem, Leo. But that's the only one that I will attend. Because they're always on a Sunday. And I'm afraid I'm busy. I'm busy in church on Sundays most days. Hey, Wesley, welcome. But yeah, but keep an eye on the YouTubers for videos from yesterday. You're going to see stuff from Mark Eminent Rails. He was there. Bob's 031 was there. He'll see videos. Trains by Perry. Of course, Sidetrack Mike is going to be putting videos out for sure. Chris and Go Home. Should be pumping up videos that way. Of course, Spike 107 was there. And Sean McGee was there. So check in their channels out. You'll see some videos there. Definitely. If you check out there's a Facebook group from Smith Falls. Check that out. You might see some links there for some videos coming through from the other people that were there on the weekend. There were some other people at Smith Falls yesterday that we did not know. So you can check out the Facebook. You might find that. Just do a bit of search for Smith Falls and should pop in. Okay, Leo, thanks for popping in. And I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon sometime. I'll text you. And go from there. See if Randall wants to come up. Let me do an invite again. Copy. Paste. So yeah, but definitely start checking out the other YouTubers. Yeah, he's he's got to go feed his family, Randall. Yeah, so what else? Let's see what else we got in the chat. There we got someone. Mr. Randall.
Hey, what's happening?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. Just got off work.
Well, then you can watch trains?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
I was actually helping that train you see going by right now with the rear DP.
I see the pumpkin in the background there moving around.
Yep.
So we spent the entire day yesterday at Smith Falls watching trains all day. From about 8:30 in the morning till about 5:30 at night. Full-time trains.
And there's the southbound D sitting there in the yard.
Yeah. Did you hear that about yesterday, Randall?
I was probably working yesterday.
No. I told you about it. Hey, there's Sean, Miss Sean Pennywise and Miser Railroad. Welcome. No, I was just telling you about it. If you heard me, okay.
Oh, I probably couldn't hear you over the sound of the engines going uphill.
Oh, okay. We spent the entire day yesterday in Smith Falls watching trains from about 8:30 in the morning until 5:30 at night.
All right, cool.
Yeah, there, get Sean come out. We can talk about it too. But yeah. So you're done work now.
I just got off.
You're not in a good zone because you're breaking up too.
Yeah, I'm off in a hole here, and it's not very good signal.
And we had that issue too. Some areas are bad cell. But yeah, No, other than that, we're doing okay. It was fun. It was fun. We had about 10 or 12 people there watching trains in Smith Falls. It was a good turnout. We saw the Great Ghost.
That's cool.
Randall. It was dead center and in a consist. The Great Ghost was there. I never seen it before. I only heard of it. Have you seen it down in the States at all?
I've only seen one.
We only have two, apparently.
Yeah,
There's only two
there
of
was
them.
one here. Oh, probably last year. That's the
Hey,
only time I've
welcome,
ever seen.
Derek. Mr. Derek Alexander, welcome, sir. Welcome. So what else you doing, Randall? So you're heading home now, or to a hotel?
Yeah, I already had home here a little bit, so just
So you're
trying to
not-
get wound down.
So you're close to home now. You're not up in some other place, right?
Yeah, it's probably about 15 miles from where I'm sitting right now.
So it's about a half-hour drive.
Yeah, about a half-hour drive, give or take.
Okay. How's your trains? Have you been running them lately?
Yeah, I ran some last night. I took a new Rapido engine out and ran it. And, so
Yeah. See, it's funny. You call them down in the States engines. Well, up here we call them locomotives.
well,
I call them locomotives up here.
I'm bad to call them engines, but yeah, they are called locomotives here. Of course, they call them motors here.
Yeah.
On the railroad.
Mm-hmm. I think my battery on my controller is getting weak. Keep shutting down. My controller likes to time out when I'm running train for some reason.
Yeah.
I think I'll put some fresh batteries in later. I'm running my SD45 Santa Fe locomotive. The Kodachrome, which I got from Sparky. It's cool. It's a cool locomotive. Just contending, and I put it on the layout on the weekend the other day doing a video. I realized SF Smith Falls. And who else we got? New comments. But yeah, I don't have much to say. Not much on the go here. My counterpart gone. But I'm not going to go past an hour tonight because I haven't spent the time with my wife tonight.
Okay.
She wants to spend some time. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this train's leaving anytime soon or not. Or if there wasn't another one. It's been busy today.
Well, it's good you're busy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spent the whole day with that sand train, so
keeps you off the street.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually spent the whole day with that sand train and just left just a minute ago.
Yeah. Andy,
the next thing Sloan assisting them while they
yeah. Andy, the next thing on my layout is I'm going to be working on the background for the alcove. Now I'll turn the camera on, you'll see the alcove. You can see it more. Let me turn my camera in that way. And I'll put the camera on, you'll see that. Because I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to start working tomorrow, in fact. Let me change this around here. So that is the alcove. That is going to become my town scene. I have a bunch of Walter's kits to build, and I'm going to create a town in that whole space. Starting from, you can't see it from here, but just to the right of the powerhouse, a whole space. That is going to be a town scene. There's no track in that area. No, I did not, Derek. I put them on the shelf. They're up behind me on the shelf in the back. Nothing goes in boxes. But I don't want to get too much out because I'm going to be working on the ledge. I can show the camera the ledge. So I'm moving around. So see that ledge? That's a pine shelf I'm working. So it's just enough space to hold a car. And I'm going to put rolling stock all the way around it. Hey, Hunter Stewart, you missed a lot of trains. Oh, we had trains all day, buddy. Even had the Gray Ghost. Check out Sparky 107 107. He posted a video on that. I don't know if I can copy the link, but I'm going to try. Hang on a minute. Give me a minute or two.
If looking around supplemental oxygen tanks has made life more difficult, there is now a better way to receive your prescribed oxygen without awful oxygen tanks. Make your own oxygen with a portable oxygen concentrator. Choose from top brands like Inogen, Philips Healthcare.
So just give me a minute here.
Cater to different lifestyles and needs.
I'm going to post a link to Sparky's video.
Consultants are here to guide you.
Get into me. Live. There we go. Come on, open up. Not giving me a hard time for some reason. My phone is stuck. No, Todd, I did not bring back a hot dog. I'm sorry to say I did not bring out a hot dog. I just having a bit of delay in my internet down here tonight for some reason. So I was going to copy the link from Sparky's video. It's very good. And okay, share, copy, and get into here. Me. There's the link to Sparky's video on the. Hey, John Garvin, welcome. Check it out. Well, that's good, John. I'm back. So that's what I'm working on. That's kind of what I'm working on tomorrow, Derek. I got 2 pieces of pine in the garage. And I'll rip on the table saw and I'll get them worked into the space. Then I'm going to paint them. And then eventually I'll buy the lighting for it. It's Amazon. I think they're $36 per set. Because I want wireless so I can turn them on, off, and dim them. So I'm going to get them for them. But I do really like the GoPro. I'm quite impressed with that, which I got from my good buddy Sparky 107 107. It's working out really well. I got to get used to the angles and where I can zoom. But once I hit record, I can't change the zoom. So I got to have the zoom set prior. But I can, If I get a good, strong Bluetooth connection, I can view the video, the screen on my phone. And I can control the GoPro with my phone. I can turn it off, turn it on, hit record, all that kind of stuff. But the zoom function seems to only work prior to record. Once you hit record, you can't change the zoom. That may be featured in newer GoPros, but this particular one I can't. And I was able to, I figured how to get the files off the micro card into my tablet. I figured it out today. That's quite easy. So I have a source for getting the files from that camera to the computer, to my tablet. That means I'm gonna get out eventually my big camera, and I'm gonna shoot video with that too, because I have a 300mm zoom for that for my 5D Mark IV, so I'm gonna be experimenting with that for video too. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Wesley. So sorry to hear that. And yeah, so that's progress on my part on the videoing. I do like the idea of getting the GoPro as close to the tracks without getting too close. And I can walk away from the camera. But the only thing right now is with the GoPro, you got to preset the positioning of the camera. And once it's going, you can't change it because the trains are running. It's too close. So you just hang back about well beyond the safe zone and let it record. And then you can edit out the stuff in the beginning and the stuff at the end once you get the files uploaded to your tablet. But it's a very very nice thing. I really enjoyed it. It's a fantastic tool to use. And the GoPro does adjust for lighting. But we were getting direct sun, so it did help with that. Now I was trying. I was shooting 1020, but I'm gonna see about increasing the file size up higher than 1020. But then again, it takes up memory on my tablet. And when you do editing in iMovie, you need to keep the original files on your tablet. And then you save the edited file to your tablet. Then I upload it to YouTube. Then I can get rid of the file. But I can't get rid of the original files until I'm done editing and uploading the file from iMovie to my tablet. I do all my work on my tablet. I do not use my laptop or my computer. I use iMovie. And I can airdrop my video files from my phone to the tablet. And now I can get I bought a card reader. I can get the files from the micro card to my tablet. So that makes it very easy to edit video. Really easy. And that is good. But then we had the charge yesterday. We had at least 3 chargers come through yesterday, which I'd never seen before. They were pretty cool. And then we had a couple of P42s. And there's our good friend Thomas Grassi. Welcome, Thomas. And we had one F. There was one F40 at the very end of the night when we were heading home. He says, "Oh, we saw one already, so we did not take a video of it." But that was the end of the day, and it was lots of, as Mike was saying, lots of train action. Yeah, Sean, it was a lot of via traffic. Lots of via traffic. Definitely. I think I was quite pleased with the traffic, but I think the people we met and the involvement of the barbecue, That was a good part. And me and Sparky and Sean had a good time traveling. That's no problem, Derek. I appreciate it coming in. I'm gonna call it quits at 8 o'clock because I promised my wife I spend some time with her. We were gone all day yesterday, but I think we had a good time. We had a good drive going there, and we had a good drive coming back. No, they didn't stall, Ronald. The trains ran. They had a few stoppages for crew changes, I think, but other than that, they ran really well. And it was a good day. We had a lot of fun. We stopped on an arm route going home for a snack. Those two had chicken, and I had the burger. So that was good. No, it was. I think we had a good day yesterday. And there's more activity. We're not sure. As you know, the pop-up at Otter Valley Rail has been canceled for September 28th. So there's talk of us meeting up on the 28th at just for a visit. Did you have what the thoughts? Did you have? I did, Todd. It was very good. I was busy where I had doing something with the camera, so I didn't film it. That's why I was trying to download files, so I had the GoPro tied up, so I didn't film any of that. But everybody else did. Trains by Perry. He posted a video today. Check it out. It's got a good video of that. We use that for a background for our group photo shoot, and that's pretty cool. I use that for my thumbnail. But I did like that, Todd. It's a beautiful looking locomotive. I would have that in my lid, no problem. It was a very cool. Yeah, Chris did a nice job on cooking burgers for us. Yeah, need batteries in my throttle. Uh, 7023. 7023. Enter. It doesn't want to work too. Hey, PK and W Model Works, welcome. Welcome to the chat. And, 7023. Let's yeah, we had a little bit of rain. Hey, Deep Run Mike, welcome, sir. We had a little bit of rain. Wasn't too bad. It didn't stop us from running trains, I'll tell you. Or watching trains. It was very good. It was very good. We had no complaints there. So I'm working on next week. I'll have a few guests on Monday nights until we get our good buddy Mike comes back. And may wish he changes his shift and they'll come back on Monday. But yeah, and we'll work on some more ideas. I'm working on a couple of guests to have us come in and join us. Now I think Derek had to drop out. PK, he had to go somewhere, so I'm not sure he's still in the chat. But yeah, so hopefully some more work on the layout next couple of days, and go from there. So I'm gonna put the I want that. Put the link back in. Sorry, Randy, you still there?
Yep.
I didn't forget about you. I just got involved with the chat.
That's all right.
Because you're breaking up, so it's hard to hear you. You're only
My phone's about headed.
Yeah, we're only hearing half a word, so it's not very clear. It's more of a garbled conversation.
Yeah, it seemed like real odd. It's about headed. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, so you're breaking. So what is that locomotive in the back there I see off to the right of your windshield there?
That is one of the many ES44 C4s BNSF has.
That's a C4?
Particular one is 83. Yeah, that's C4.
That's a nice locomotive. Is that
Yeah, the
a
cruise
tier
table.
4 or the one below it?
No, it's the tier 3 variant, but it's not tier 4. But
no,
it doesn't matter if it's the tier 4 or these.
Yeah,
these ones. The crews aren't very fond of them.
I have the tier 4 on my wish list. The new, they call it the heavy. That's coming up. That's coming up by Intermountain hopefully next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know PK is he is breaking up.
Yeah, it's like starting to pop on my end for some reason.
Yeah, well, we get those areas. We get them up here too. Like some spots, I have no cell signal whatsoever. I like to be organized, PK, 'cause I know when you have confusion in a work zone, that's where things get broken, and I try to keep it tidied up with a reason. So if I'm working on stuff, I try to put everything away or move things out of my way so I can work. That's why I took the tankers apart, and they're on a shelf, and I'm going to work on the ledge in the garage. I gotta get it all fitted, installed, and take it all apart, and I want to paint it. Just gonna paint it the same color as the wall. I might paint the underneath of it a different color just for reflecting light. And my phone wants to be charged, so I'm gonna turn it off. But yeah, well, woodworking. I studied woodworking in school at college. I've always worked with it. The train room is approximately 23 feet, not counting the alcove, by 13 feet. And the workshop, which is off to the other side of the train room, it is approximately 10 by 8 space. I have 2 workbenches over there, some shelving. I have that's for my airbrushes. Okay, Sean, thanks for popping in. My airbrush station is over there. I have a sink in the airbrush area for cleaning paints and stuff. But yeah, I won't have much video over there because I don't have until I get my other computer hooked up. I'm not going to have cameras over there because I've sort of made this area here as my semi-permanent location for live streaming in the layout itself. But I'll try. I gotta work on some. I'm gonna bring the airbrush in here and I'm gonna be painting my track too. I'll try Right now, there's a shortage of Valerio primer paint that I'm going to use for my track. There's a bit of a shortage right now, so the next couple of weeks they'll get more stock in. But yeah, the space is 23 feet by 13. Maybe a little wider than that. I'm as far as skirting for underneath it or the fascia, I will be putting fascia on top of this. I'm gonna put fascia on top of this here. I'm gonna be buying more. This is all Baltic birch that you can cut. You take the Baltic birch and you cut it. You cross cut it, not what we call a cross cut in plywood, and it makes it bend. And this is 1/8 inch Baltic birch laminated, and it forms the corners. I didn't do it for the backdrop because I didn't have a lot of space for a bend, and I was able to get the masonite curve for the corners. Yeah, I'm in my comfort. This is my zone in this train room. But I'm gonna put plexiglass around this end so I can have trains don't fall off, and I'm gonna put plexiglass along the length of the yard, for at least the about 12 feet worth. I have the material already cut. I bought it for the last layout. Hey, Floyd, good night. Yes, we're going to get going soon, too, because I promised my wife that I would spend time with her. And we'll go from there. I'll try maybe next week. I'll set the cameras up and I'll do some maneuvering on my yard and put trains on the track. We'll get them out and see what we can do. We'll do that next week.
Yeah, maybe I'll be around where my that signal a little bit better, James.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
PK, if you hang on, man, I'll get a piece of the plywood and I'll show you. I have a piece. Okay, PK, this is Baltic birch. This is what we call cross cut. It's cut across the grain. If you can see in the camera there, it bends quite nice. Now, if you laminate this kind of stuff, you need a lot of clamps, and you glue it together and you form it around the layout. But that'll bend. Because if you do, what I did here on the fascia here, I put blocking at each side of it, and I clamped it, and I forced it over in the curve, and just regular woodworker glue, and I glued it to shape. See this shape right there? Just by clamping it like that. Clamp here. I just clamp it in position here, like that, and there it bends. You gotta force it a bit, but it will bend. Good night, Floyd. Have a good night. I appreciate popping in, guys. But that's how it goes, and it's just clamp it. I have one more. I have another clamp here. I'll show you. Hang on. I'll get this one here. So when you clamp it, PK, I just do this. Can you see that? Okay. So we'll force it to shape. So it's already clamped. And you glue it or screw it in, it's already curved. No, now in plywood, the strength in plywood is in going what I call a rip cut. That's stronger for structural. You need to go rip cutting. But for a layout, doesn't matter. Because it's not structured. You can put it cut play any way you want. I cut the plywood for this bench work here. I cut it all different directions to make it fit. The only thing you gotta worry about is you can make sure you gotta support your joints at some spots because I got a bit of a lip here. I don't know if you can't see that here, but I have a bit of a ridge here, and I need a block in here to get rid of that unevenness in the plywood. But over here, I got supports. But you can get 8-inch Baltic birch. Now, 1/8 thick masonite, it won't bend this tight. It'll break on you. Now, I did watch a video by Larry from the DC guy. He did a video on using bending masonite, and he had to soak it in some sort of ammonia cleaner to make it bend. That's right. The grain is weaker, very weak. Of course, the thicker the plywood, the more harder the bend. But you might be able to force over a good clamp. You might force it in. I've never tried bending thicker plywood. When I did my last layout, that's what I did. I laminated up to 3 layers of the 8-inch Baltic birch this way. And I did the entire layout the same way we did here. Exactly the same. But I'm going to buy more of this, and I'm going to put another fascia exactly like you see there. But I'm going to put a spacer behind that so the plexiglass will tuck inside. No problem, PK. It's no problem. I'll do some of this on lives one day when I get ready to do it. I got to go, but up here, Baltic birch is $30 a sheet. It's 5x5. And my entire layout framework is cabinet grade plywood. It's all screwed together with pocket screws and nuts and bolts. Well, I get ours from a local lumber store. So up here, there's 2 stores that have it in stock. We have a plywood specialty lumber store in Brantford. And we have another lumber store, Turkshire Lumber, in our area that carries it. So I don't know what part of the U.S. you are located, but you need to check your local lumber store and see what they carry. Hey, Mr. Willow Creek, welcome. Yeah, just check your local hardware, your plumbing, plywood stores. Now, Jerry, Bosscar Jerry, he did buy plywood for his layout somewhere in his area. So that's what I'll be checking. But yeah, Baltic birch. I think that there was a world shortage of this stuff because the Baltic birch does come from Europe. $30 a sheet, that'd be almost $45 for us. So our plow is cheaper then. But you get a lot. Don't forget, it's 5x5, so you got 5 feet of material in length. So if you're cutting for a fascia for a layout, you're cutting 6 inches max, you would get 2 strips per foot. So that's 10. 2 per foot. That's 5. That's 10 strips. Hey, Tim, welcome. Well, depending on the grade of plywood, I consider that different. Up here, a sheet of 3/4 cabinet grade is $75. $75 for a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch plywood cabinet grade. I haven't checked the one the common plywood is these days because I don't buy it. But you want good quality plywood for your fascia and your framework. Tim, Baltic plywood comes in 5x5 sheets. The only way it's made. It's a whole different world of plywood. I do not know what Baltic plywood is available in the U.S. though. In Canada, Baltic birch is sold in 5x5 sheets. I've never seen it any other layer than that size. Now, they used to make a marine grade plywood for boats, but I haven't seen that for many years. I just know that Baltic birch comes in 5x5 sheets. Yes, but there was a shortage of it after COVID. And we had to wait for it. And it's finally coming back and stuff. When I first started doing the other layout, I was paying $13 a sheet for Baltic birch. And when I did the fascia here, I was paying almost $55 a sheet. PK, you should just check your local hardware store for Baltic birch and see what they carry. Hey, good night, Andy. You stayed up awake pretty good. That's good. I don't think the birch plywood is up here is different. So, but I don't know what's in stock in the U.S. I know is Home Depot in Canada does not stock this plywood. You got to get from a specialty lumber store. So I don't know. You have to check your own sources down there. But I know in Canada, this stuff comes from the specialty hardware lumber yards, not Home Depot. I checked. Yeah, that might be the spot, PK. I just know that Home Depot in Canada does not carry Baltic birch. In fact, they sell the 1/8 or 3mm masonite. If you buy a 4x4 sheet, it costs you $30. If you buy a 4x8 sheet, it's $15. Yeah, but Tim, this is not the same material. It's not the same as what our birch in the U.S. Canada's milled. This stuff is not milled in Canada. This is imported from Europe. This is not the same stuff.
Hey, James.
Hey,
you were
sir.
talking about those heavies that Air coming out with. Here comes the empty northbound. Yeah. There's empty coal train with a pair of them on the point. And I can just see him right between the rear motor and the stack wheels there, coming in right there.
But I just know I was talking to Tim for a minute. Tim, so I don't know about the. I just know this Baltic birch stuff is not made in North America. It is not. During COVID, it came a world shortage of it in North America. We couldn't buy it for a while. So until you compare, I just know this stuff is not made in Canada. It's metric, for one thing. But we do carry like cabinet grade plywood is a whole different world too. There's different qualities of cabinet grade and different sources. We have different grade of plywood up here than you have in the U.S. But our spruce plywood, that's a construction grade plywood. But you just got to check your own sources down in the States and see what's available. But if you could get 8-inch plywood in the US, then I do the same thing. Cut it, cross cut it. Don't rip cut it. So if you can get 8-inch plywood, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to glue it together and laminate it and bend it around. You can paint it, sand it. If you get, hey, Rick's Crane, welcome. But a 4x8 sheet, so that's 8 feet. You're going to get 16 pieces out of a 4x8 sheet of, if you can get 8-inch plywood in the US in 4x8 sheets. Doesn't matter. It's just that the plywood, it's the thinness of the plywood that you can bend it. Hey, Mr. Rick's Trains, welcome. But that's what I used anyhow. I know this masonite stuff I bought, that doesn't bend very easily. And it is 3 millimeter or 1/8 thick. Hey, Dave Hughes, welcome. I'm glad to meet you yesterday at the annual Smith Falls barbecue. But yeah, but if you can get 8-inch plywood in the US, I would use that too. Now, see, I did not use foam. I used plywood and I nailed my track down. I have no glue. I glued the cork down, but next time I would use 2-sided woodworker's tape. And a 2x4, that gets kind of expensive up here. Holy cow, that's expensive, Tim. But then you're not going to get then you're not going to get enough length to bend it because it's cut. They would probably cut it in a rip cut, so you're not going to get the same yield of it. Yes, sir, Dave. I was thinking about you when we drove under the Big Apple on the 401. That's the only thing about a 2x4 panel. You're going to get a 2-foot short, 2-foot length of plywood. You're not going to be able to bend it very well. You want a nice piece of length of plywood. You can curve it and you have some. I didn't do too much today. How's that? We went for a picnic. I had a coffee in the morning. Hey, Debo Zenskill, welcome. Well, ice cream sounds good, Wesley. I want some of that. And then we went to Tim Hortons, had a coffee and a donut. And I'm going to go out and spend time with my wife shortly. Okay. That's his dinner. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end this stream. I want to thank everybody for coming up. I appreciate it. But I promise I'm going to spend time. Cause I was gone all day yesterday, so she didn't get much husband time. So I'm going to go spend time with her. So everybody have a good night. Trackside Mike. Okay, Randall. Trackside Mike is away for at least 4 weeks. I hope that he'll pop in the chat. And we'll see where it takes us. But we'll try and stay on the tracks anyhow. We won't fall off. But maybe we'll try some switching next week. Okay, guys, I want to appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to drop you out, Randall. Thank you, sir, for popping in for a bit.
All right. See you, James. Appreciate it.
See ya. Good night, guys. You have a good night, and we'll see you the next time. Have a good one.